So, we have the horror show at Extreme Rules. I think that's the tagline. The horror show at Extreme Rules. Let that sink in for a second. That's a weird name. That's an odd, very odd name. And every time WWE talks about this show, that's what they say. The horror show at Extreme Rules. Wow, this show is just so exciting. Yes, I'm sure there are questions why I've not been on here. Quite frankly, I'm not going to answer them today. It's irrelevant why I've not been on here. It's honestly, it's irrelevant. But here I am, back with the next episode of the Squared Circle podcast. Yes, I am back on here. I think this was what episode number. Where am I? Episode. I'm trying to think. It's been episode 9. Yeah, episode 9. I've been off of here for about 2 weeks. I have reasons that I've been off of here for a couple of weeks. Some personal stuff, and like I said, it's irrelevant. But I'm here. I'm doing this weekend. I'm hoping to see Slammiversary tomorrow night. Not sure if I'm going to yet, but that's the plan. Maybe I'll do Slammiversary. The plan is at the moment to review Extreme Rules. I'm sorry, the horror show at Extreme Rules on Sunday. So hopefully it's a busy weekend, a good weekend. I'm trying to get back on track. Been rearranging the room to better fit what I'm doing. So working on everything. It's in progress still. Life's just weird. But here I am. I'm gonna rock you like a hurricane. This is the Squared Circle Podcast, episode 8, your Extreme Rules preview and predictions. Woo! Can't wait. This show. I don't think I even care about this show. Truthfully, I think this show, I just don't think it's going to be for me. If I'm being honest, it just doesn't have any, importance to it. Yeah, I've not been reviewing the shows for several weeks, but I still go back. I still watch them. I still catch other reviews. I'm up to date. I'm current with the shows. What is this show giving me that I should care about outside of possibly the swamp fight? And that's only because of Bray Wyatt. But we'll get to that. I'm sure Asuka and Sasha will be a great match on this show. I'm still iffy on the new look of the United States title. I just don't know what about this show I should be excited about. I don't have any interest. You know what I mean? I don't have interest in what I'm seeing with this show. So I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue. But regardless, this is where we are. This is the show. This is what we're getting. I think WWE should take a break. With everything, with their COVID outbreak and the speaking out stuff, I think they should be taking an extended break. Vince McMahon trying to get fans back in by SummerSlam, September now. Just let it go, guys. Just let it go. But who am I? I'm just some little guy with 80 subscribers on a YouTube channel, just sitting here in front of his computer, not even sure what he should or shouldn't do. I mean, what do I know? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about this business, apparently. I've only been watching it since I was 14. It's only been 20 years of me watching it. I think I have a handle on this product, but I don't know. We're going to go over this show. I'm going to give you guys my insight. There's some possible matches I'm sure that we might get. As of the time of this recording, it's about noon on a Friday. SmackDown is tonight. So as of this recording, this is the matches that are officially announced on the website. Possibly tonight, Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus in the bar fight will be added to the show. We know the match is happening. We just don't know if it's going to be at Extreme Rules or if it's going to be on SmackDown or maybe even SummerSlam. Who knows? But I've watched a couple other preview and predictions videos, and everyone's pretty much predicting that this will be added to the card. So I'm sure it might be, but I guess it really depends on Sheamus. But it could potentially give us 3 cinematic matchups on this show. I'm down for it. Sure, give me the cinematic matches. But you guys can join our social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff's down in the description down below. Follow us on Patreon and join us there. $1 a month, I'll be reviewing the classic pay-per-views from the current series of Raw and SmackDown that I will pick back up this Monday. We'll be back to that this coming week. So you guys can get those pay-per-views on there, and I'll be doing vlogs and other stuff on there, stuff like that. But it's not obligated. None of it's obligated. The most I ask of you, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I am not good with a microphone. I am not good as a talker. I'm just going to start having a promotional video that runs at the end of all my videos because I am who I am. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this. Like I said, Jeff Hardy and Sheamus, it's potentially going to be on this show. It's not been made official yet. We'll just have to see after SmackDown tonight. If they add that, if they don't, because as this current writing, we only have 6 officially announced matches. I assume they're going to add probably that to the card. I can also see them adding the New Day versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think both those matches could be added. At least one of the two, I think, are almost a guaranteed lock to be added. If they are, I could see Nakamura and Cesaro going over the New Day and winning the championships. I think they should, at the very least. They should become the champions. I think they need to give these guys something, anything at this point. And I could see Jeff Hardy going over Sheamus and carrying that feud on into SummerSlam. God forbid, because I am over this whole he's an alcoholic angle. I'm over it. Over it completely. So those are the potential matches that could be added. They could add, who knows what they could add. It is the horror show at Extreme Rules. So who knows what they'll do or what they won't do. But let's go ahead and let's go about the card that's actually official. And let's kick it off with this. At the horror show at Extreme Rules, the United States Championship will be defended as, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't see this coming, MVP versus the current champion, Apollo Crews, for that United States Championship. Okay. Now, the way it looked like they were building this was going to be Bobby Lashley would be taking on Apollo Crews for that title. But instead, we're getting MVP, who we thought was a part-time guy, coming in to help with other talent. It was not made known to us that he would be actually competing. MVP in 2020, competing for the United States Championship. Why? Granted, I think MVP has been one of the better parts of these empty arena shows. His deal with Drew McIntyre when him and Bobby Lashley were going at it, I thought he was legitimately the best part of it. But at the same time, it felt like they were building towards one thing, but they gave us something else, and it just kind of irks me a little bit. I don't need MVP versus Apollo Crews. Why not give Bobby Lashley that rub? You don't need MVP. Sure, Lashley's not a young guy himself, but if you're going to potentially be taking the United States title off of Apollo Crews, then put it on a guy who's an actual active competitor. That's all I'm saying. So But of course, the new United States Championship belt, which I'm just not for it. Maybe it'll grow on me in time, just like the WWE Championship did, just like the new IC title has been. It's all grown on me. I'm used to it now, but the winner of this walks away with that belt as to represent the U.S. title. It's not a bad design. I think it could maybe been changed a little bit, maybe champion towards the bottom instead of the middle. But hey, it is nice. It's not a horrible belt design. I don't think it looks like what did they call it? The Fruit Loop Championship for the Universal title. It is different. It separates itself from the other championships. So I can be happy about that, I suppose. Look, I can see this being a competitive match. I can. I think it might be a competitive match. But outside of that, I don't know. It's not. This is a card in general that I'm just not for. It's not for me, I feel like. And this whole tagline, the beating overhead, the horror show. Good God, I can't get over that. I have much more enjoyed reviewing the older shows than I have been the newer shows. That is for a fact. Call me an Attitude Era mark and tell me how I'm stupid. Whatever. I've heard the people saying the Attitude Era was bad. It wasn't perfect, but it was still good. Better than this garbage. But yeah, United States Championship. I know I'm deviating. I'm rambling on. I'm picking Apollo Crews to go over in this match. You don't take that title and put it on MVP. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. You want if you're going to put the older guy in this match, put him in there to put over the younger talent. Apollo Crews needs wins. Apollo Crews needs to go over. He needs the rub. He's your U.S. champion. If he loses this title, his title reign is going to be more worthless than it already is. So Apollo needs to go over in this match. If you're going to take the title off him, wait till SummerSlam. At the very least, give him the title till SummerSlam. He hasn't had that championship for very long. Don't take it from him now. MVP don't need that title. MVP shouldn't even be competing for that championship. So I'm picking Apollo Crews to retain the championship, and then he gets that new blinged out title. That's my predictions. Moving on. This match. Oh my goodness. Who asked for this? Who asked for Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio? Eye for an eye match. Where did this concept? Where did it come from? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me where this came from? Eye for an eye. Wow. The whole premise of this match is to literally remove the eyeball from your opponent's head to win the match. This could be a cinematic match. It could be. It could be a cinematic match where we're going to see one of these two guys have their eyeball taken out. They'll probably use some CGI or something, but what? Are you kidding me? Hypocritical WWE. Hypocritical WWE. AEW is just blood and guts. But here we are. AEW, the blood and guts company. Now WWE feels it too. I mean, perhaps maybe this is to write off Rey Mysterio because it's being reported that he's working on his old deal, that he's currently under a handshake agreement. I don't know. But this match is just ridiculous. Where does this lead? What is this leading to? Can someone tell me what this is leading to? I don't know. I was cool with the angle when Seth first, rammed Rey's eye into the corner of the steps and they took Rey off. And look, I'm going to be honest. I know it's wrestling. Suspend your belief for a little bit. Just go with it. That's kind of the name of the game. But Ray'd only be gone for about 4 weeks after having his eye gouged into the corners of steel. That's supposed to be sharp. Yet 4 weeks and he's back wrestling? And you're getting his son Dominic. If this were to have led to, Murphy and him versus Dominic and Ray, I could have probably been a little more on board with that. It's just, I don't know. This match, you're going to have guys trying to rip, kayfabe-wise, guys trying to rip each other's eyes out. And you have Seth Rollins talking about Rey Mysterio never going to see another sunset, never going to see his wife and his kids again. Like, this is going to be savage. Seth Rollins is not losing this match. Unless this is a way to write Seth off TV to go be with Becky. But then how do you explain him coming back and having both eyes again? Was it a surgery to replace his eyeball? Like, what are we supposed to believe? I haven't heard anyone think about that. Oh, we'll get Seth, Pirate Seth. That actually kind of would be cool. Simon Miller mentioned that. I could actually be down for that. Burn it down. That's bad. Never mind. I'm picking Seth Rollins to win this match. I think Rey Mysterio is leaving the company and this is his way out. But I could be wrong. Maybe this isn't out for Seth. I don't know if anyone's considered that, but it's very possible. It's very, very possible. We'll see, right? We'll see. So, on to a match I'm actually intrigued in. Not to say I'm not intrigued about this, but this one I'm definitely more intrigued with. Bayley defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Nikki Cross. Look, I like everyone else. I'm in agreement. Bayley and Sasha Banks have been the best parts of both Raw, SmackDown, and NXT over the course of the last couple of months. With them being the women's tag champs, they've been everywhere, defending them on NXT, defending them on SmackDown and Raw. They are the best part of this show. And right off the gate, Bayley is going to retain this championship. She needs to retain this championship. I don't want Bayley off my TV. I don't want Sasha off my TV. I want these two to stay where they are. I want the inevitable clash of Bayley and Sasha for that championship. Nothing against Nikki Cross. Nikki's a fine competitor. Very good in the ring. But this is not going to be her night. It's just not going to be. But, so, with that said, I'm picking Bayley. The build's been meh. I mean, they've not really focused on Nikki Cross in all of this. The focus has been on them on Raw with Asuka and the Iconics. That's kind of been where their focus has been. Hell, they've had more attention on NXT than they have SmackDown. So, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But Bayley should retain the championship in this match. She should. And then we can have Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam for that SmackDown Women's Championship. Speaking of that, Sasha versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. I think this is the one match that I am probably more intrigued to see than any other match. It's this match, and I know you're thinking I went through it quick. No, I'm lumping these two in together because they intertwine. They intertwine with one another. Sasha and Asuka, Bayley versus Nikki are the most intriguing matches on this card to me. They're the two matches that I look forward to the most. One of these two matches, probably this one, should probably main event the show. It won't, but it should main event the show, in my opinion. I'd have it main event the show if it was just me. But Asuka should win this match. I'm picking Asuka to win this match and retain her title so we can again go back to what is Sasha versus Bayley. Now, whether that leads to SummerSlam, they defend their titles and they lose their titles, or they face each other at SummerSlam, and it possibly lead to the matchup the following week at Evolution, because there's rumored Evolution 2 possibly the week after SummerSlam. I don't know if that's the case or if they're going to try to do a second night of SummerSlam, whatever they do. It all needs to lead to Sasha versus Bayley. And everyone is saying that. It's not just me. It's everyone. Everyone wants to see these two clash. Everyone wants to see them rekindle and try to capture that magic they captured at the first Brooklyn takeover. If you've not watched that match, so you're like, I don't really care. No, go watch that match. See what they did. You can give your credits to a Charlotte, to a Becky, to a Bellas, to a Paige. Yes, they all had their parts to play in this whole Divas Revolution, Women's Evolution, whatever you want to call it. They've all had their parts to play. But Sasha and Bayley, they are the reason women's wrestling has been put back in the same light that it was. Having their just epic, like, I've not seen a women's match come close to that since then, since Brooklyn. And then at Respect, that October, having their Iron Woman match to main event takeover, the first of only 2 times that's happened. So these two women, my God, they know each other. Whether they're friends or foes, they know each other so well. We deserve that match. And I really think tonight, that the horror show at Extreme Rules, I think that should be the catalyst to start it. Bayley should have a hand in Sasha losing. Let Bayley win. Let Sasha help Bayley beat Nikki Cross. And then let Bayley try to help Sasha, but accidentally cost her the match. So those seeds continue to be planted. And then we can go from there and go to Sasha and Bayley. And it doesn't have to happen at SummerSlam. You can give it a Survivor Series. You can give it at Night of Champions. You can give it at any other point. It don't really matter as long as that's the route we're taking. That's it. That's all that should matter. That's where we need to go with this. Or give it to Sasha. Make her, Sasha Two Straps or whatever she wants to call herself. Fuck that. Fuck that. But I'm picking Bayley to retain her title. I'm picking Asuka to retain her title out of these 2 matches. And I know I'm harping on it, but I want to see Sasha versus Bayley. And if you've not watched them at TakeOver Brooklyn 1, go watch that. And then go watch their match at Respect. Only thing I would say I would do differently between that is let Sasha be the face and Bayley be the heel. Because, believe it or not, Bayley's been a pretty damn good heel. In my humble opinion, that is. So, moving on. This match, though. What in the hell are we doing? Why is Dolph Ziggler even a part of Raw for this? I understand this is probably going to be the bridge to Randy Orton for SummerSlam or Brock Lesnar or whatever WWE decide that they want to do. I understand that. But Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules. It's just not right. It's not right. This should not be happening. COVID. No. Dolph Ziggler, he's going to reveal the stipulation. It's going to be something we've never seen before. Really? Because the rumor is that it's going to be a TLC match. That's the rumor. I was listening to JD from New York talking, and he said that he would Be cool if it was like them playing poker. Fuck, that'd be cool. Them doing poker for however long, I'd be down for that. It'd be different. Could do it in a different setting. Make it different. Either way, Drew McIntyre is winning. That's my prediction. Drew McIntyre is winning this match and retaining his WWE Championship, because if he wasn't, that'd be stupid. I almost thought Bobby Lashley could win the WWE Championship. I think if you were going to do it, that'd been the time. But if you're not him, then you save it for a bigger night. I don't even think you take it off of him at SummerSlam. So we're having a match with a guy who we know isn't winning. He gets to pick the stipulation, but who cares? Doesn't make me feel any different. It's not going to make it feel like it's believable that he could beat Drew McIntyre. So what's he going to do? Make it to where he can't use the Claymore? The rumor's a TLC match. So what match does Dolph Ziggler have that we've never seen before in WWE? You're going to bust out something new in the fucking PC? Really? Because that's what people want to see, right? Jesus Christ, someone's knocking over my microphone. It came loose. No one wants to see that. I certainly do not want to see that. I don't want to see this match. I would have been better with a Bobby Lashley rematch. I know, that's weird to say, but I've been better off with a Bobby Lashley rematch. It's just something to bridge, because we all know that this is leading to either Randy Orton, that's the likely option, or possibly, maybe Brock Lesnar. Maybe. Small little chance. I have more of a chance of becoming a millionaire than Dolph Ziggler winning this match. Pretty bad odds, too. So, but I'm picking Drew McIntyre to go over in this match and retain his championship. I have nothing else to say about this. Nothing. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the Wyatt Swamp Fight at the horror show at Extreme Rules. I hate saying that, but and it's annoying, right? It's annoying to keep hearing that words. The horror show at Extreme Rules. Who thought of this marketing campaign, man? Who thought of this campaign? This actually, I'm intrigued to see what they do. This is going to be a cinematic match for sure. A cinematic match that could be pretty cool. It's being filmed this week. Bray, you're getting the old Bray Wyatt carrying his lantern Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. Come on, man. Sister Abigail told me that we're getting that Bray. Bayou in the Swamp Bray. I don't know why, but I'm intrigued. I'm cool with this. I like old Bray. I don't like him as much as I like the Fiend character, but this is inevitably, there's that word again, inevitably leading to Bray versus Braun at SummerSlam. The Fiend taking the championship. So this is cool. It's non-title. Oh, by the way, this is a non-title match, but I've been back and forth on who I think might win this match. Honestly, I'm going with probably Braun Strowman, but I'm not entirely sure because, let's be honest, the old Bray Wyatt character can't win to save his life. Like, if it was Bray wins or a child dies, WWE would probably go with the child's passing. They just would not book the old Bray Wyatt character to win. However, my official pick is Bray Wyatt to go over in this swamp fight to set up the Fiend then appearing and setting up SummerSlam. It's not a no build, but it's an interesting concept because it's one of those cinematic matches, and I've been intrigued with those cinematic matches. I've enjoyed the cinematic matches so far. Still, the graveyard match, the boneyard match, sorry, that being my favorite of all of them so far, still, I think with Bray being involved with this, it has the potential to be awesome. It does. So I believe it will be the match that we all really enjoy. I think it will. So I don't know. You guys tell me though what you all think. Comments down. I had a brain fart. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I'm picking Bray to go over in this. It's a setup SummerSlam. It is so that the Fiend can take the Universal Championship off of him. At least in my opinion. Said, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know down in the description or in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. This is what I think. This was my preview and predictions. I want to thank all of you guys for all of your input. Thank you everyone for being patient with me. But this has been Squared Circle episode 9. Preview and predictions for the horror show at Extreme Rules. I'll see you all guys on hopefully tomorrow night, maybe on Sunday. We'll see. But remember, join the nation and you all have a fantastic night. See you later.